Hello. We are back. We are back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, before we begin the second half, so just to do a brief, if you guys missed the first half, I know we're starting over anew. Um, what we were talking about was we talked about little things. We're still answering questions from,
Mhm.
everyone. Bosco got into his stories about, his exes and all of that good stuff. And
Nothing bad, y'all. Nothing bad. I never speak bad about my exes except for ones that got on crack. Right.
in true Bosco fashion, always, always,
I still
always.
didn't put them down. They just had a habit, but they were still good
First,
people though.
okay, first and foremost, if you are watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you're watching on Facebook, go like the Casual Convo page. Thank you so much. We're also live on there.
Yes,
Also, check
please.
out Ham Radio. Um, Let me just do this because I forget every week. Monday, what is it? Every day. Check out Bosco Midday Mix.
Monday to Wednesday.
Monday,
Monday
oh
to
Monday.
Wednesday, 10 to
I'm
12.
lying again.
I mean, 12
Yeah,
to 2. 12 to 2.
because he don't keep me up to date. And when I ask him for the information, we always gotta go back and forth. Monday through Wednesday
That's
is
about
your
the
midday
same.
mix X from 12 to 2 by Bosco. And on Wednesdays you got a special treat at 6 p.m. until 8 until you see us talk out trash. Also check out his mix from 6 to 8. You will not be disappointed. So check him out, show support. Also visit hamradio.org. Just check out all the shows, everything that's going on that we got going on coming up. We working on something special for you guys. I ain't going to jinx it just yet, but also before I go any further, because I promise this, because I really want to support these lovely ladies, lovely, 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 lovely ladies. Of course, because Ju, who you guys have heard her on before,
Hmm.
Judy Jr. So she has a sisterhood, club group that she has. They do a lot of good work for the community. They celebrate women. Also, they do things with men, but most importantly, they celebrate women, women of color, community, children, all of those things. These women are
Hmm.
doing some great things, but they're also this weekend celebrating fathers, fathers,
Sir.
fathers. So they have a Father's Day raffle that's going on now. If you want to support the raffle tickets are $10. Just $10.
That's
So
it.
there are two, yeah, $10. And there are
Oh,
two
shoot.
baskets, there are two giveaways. The first one of the baskets is a Father's Day spa basket, everything to, because you guys need to be pampered too. It is what it is. The second basket, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm getting one for that one. I'm gonna be a daddy that day. I'm stealing y'all shine. It's a basket. It's like a echo liquor basket. So for
See how
y'all
they be
who like
doing
to
us? See how they be
party,
doing us, fellas?
e- even if you even if you got like a bar you want to restock, listen. I saw this basket. Yeah, I was highly intrigued, highly motivated to buy a ticket, and most importantly, I get to support my friend and her sisters. Um, the basket has hella like probably like 10 fifths, hella fucking little pints of liquor. It
See,
got like
fellas,
a
we can't
it
have
got
nothing.
Corona. You got I ain't talking about outside the liquor. You got Coronas. You got all kinds of stuff. And it got both of them got like a got gift cards in them. They really did it big for y'all. So y'all gonna have to. I'm gonna be a man that day. I'm just
See,
like,
we can't. See, fellas, we can't have nothing for ourselves. See,
I'm one of y'all. I'm gonna be like, I'm the pappy. And so
supporting
even
y'all
if
for real, for real.
even if you are not in Baltimore, because the event is in Baltimore, just hit up Judy Jr. on
Hmm.
Facebook and to get your tickets. And it's a disclosed location. It's called the Hole. Because again, it's a sisters club.
Hmm.
They there in the motorcycles, all that.
Oh,
Good stuff.
word.
Yeah.
Dang.
So in order to get the address, you have to hit her up. Again, the raffle tickets are $10, but the actual event where they're going to draw the tickets and you're going to know if you win is on the 16th at 4 p.m. at the Hole. They're going to call it Grilling and Chilling, the first annual Father's Day cookout and raffle drawing. So again, hit up Judy Jr. on Facebook. Get
Hmm.
your tickets because I'm gonna get about 20. Like just let her know y'all got it from me, and she got you or
Yeah.
whatever. But I had to do that because yeah, they
Yeah.
they
All
doing
jokes aside,
they
fellas.
doing some great things, and you don't see
Yeah,
too many women groups, especially African
that's what
American
I'm
women
saying.
groups, celebrate men, especially our fathers in our community.
Mhm.
It don't matter what community you from. I don't care where you at. You can be in West Bubblefuck. Oh, I
What's
said that wrong. West Bubblefuck.
okay. Yeah, straight up, y'all. All jokes aside, y'all. I mean, you got
Support.
me putting on
They
this thing
only
for us,
$10.
man. Yeah, and that's cheap.
And them
Yo,
baskets are worth more than
that's
$10.
what I'm
I
saying.
seen them.
A lot of raffles, they be talking like $50 tickets, 2500. Yeah.
I
Y'all
seen
go
them.
out there and y'all Judy is a regular on the
Matter of fact, let me
show.
see.
She's
Can you see this?
check her out, huh?
Can you see this? Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the liquor basket.
Oh man.
You
Support
see
her,
all them bottles?
y'all. Huh?
You see all them bottles?
I'm giving up my ticket.
From here to here is
Yeah,
bottles.
I'm getting me a couple of tickets for sure.
Pick mine, all
Support
right?
of Judy Jr. She's on Facebook. She comes here.
Let
She
me
might
tell her,
pop up in here.
pick
You got
mine.
these, huh?
Let's tell her, pick mine.
Yeah, you got these women doing something for y'all fellas. The least y'all can do, go down there and get yourself a ticket.
And even if y'all not in Baltimore,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, let me take that back. If you're not in Baltimore, we'll ship. I'll make sure of it, okay?
yeah.
Because everybody don't know how to say Baltimore right.
Well, Chris Distance says Baltimore.
He ain't from Baltimore.
Oh, he from Annapolis or something?
He from a county.
Silver Springs.
You gotta be in Baltimore to say Baltimore. If you ain't from Baltimore, you ain't gonna say Baltimore the right way. You can be Baltimore. Like that.
Yeah,
He get
support
ready to
them,
cuss
y'all.
me out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Judy's a good person, y'all. Support her. They doing this thing. Hey,
Hey,
and
Fallon.
there
Hi,
she is.
Richard.
Did, did, did. The sun just
Can
rose.
you do me a favor?
Huh?
Can you send Richie the link, please?
Yeah, the sun
'Cause
just
actually,
rose.
for these next set of questions, I want to do a disclaimer for the second half. Disclaimer: these are not our questions. These are questions that were sent to us by you guys, the supporters, the viewers. Some of the
Yeah,
questions may be sensitive depending on where you are with your baby daddy, your baby mother,
but you
all of
know
those
we
things, or whoever you're dating. Or you
yeah,
may
we're good.
be triggered from your past. As we talked about in earlier in the beginning, a lot of guys are damaged. So this is for you guys, okay? So I'm gonna be
Take
quiet
the advice, y'all. Don't take it seriously.
at all, at all. We here to have fun, also learn
Hmm.
some things. It's all
You
about
might learn something, fellas. You
it's all
might learn
about
something.
perspective, okay?
You might
Ready?
learn something. Let's go.
Alrighty. So, question from okay, I don't know who this question was from. I guess they are what is it called? I'm about to say unanimous.
Anonymous. Yeah, unanimous.
Anonymous. Why do men like BBLs? I
We
can't answer
don't. This is what it is. It's a difference between lust and love. Of course, we like a big booty, but that's the lust part. We don't want to marry it. We don't want to. No, we don't. We really don't. That's just something because you know how men are. We like, see, especially black women got a big booty. We want to test it out, but that don't mean we want to keep it. No, we lust it, but we don't love it. No, it's a big difference. No, we really don't. I prefer the
that.
natural shit to be honest with you. I like the flab and all that. I like the natural shit. I've always like. I mean, I to be honest with you, and I don't mean it's offensive to anyone. I never understood why our women got BBLs when you already got booty. You already got it. White women want to be like you.
I
There's no
digress.
reason.
I
No,
I
let me
get
give
I
your
give a
opinion
good
though.
illusion of an ass, but I ain't gonna get no
But you
BBL.
got some. Look, I seen it twice. It ain't as bad as you think it is. So you heard it from a man. So you can put it down all you want.
Whatever. So
You
before I
put it
go
down
to
all
the
you want.
next question, let me just
Yeah.
say this. So Bosco, you have some shout outs for a happy belated birthday for you. Also,
Appreciate
if
y'all.
you guys missed it in the beginning of the show for the first half in the first video, um, the man behind the boards, the reason why we are here, the person who run hand radio, hand
Chris
TV,
Dixon in the
all of those
building.
good things, who is the awesome person of this shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Big Rich, happy birthday. Today is actually his birthday. Young black
Yay,
man doing
yay.
big things. So happy birthday to him.
Yup, yup.
Hello, Richie. How are you?
Oh, he done went black on us. There you go.
A person.
He
What
done, oh
up? Hey,
dang.
what's up, guys?
I
Oh,
was
I
say,
was
dang,
getting
man,
ready
you,
to
you
say, what you
you
got
tapped
going
into your
on?
black side. We couldn't see you for a minute.
I couldn't see me either. It's good to be seen.
Richie Hicks in the building.
Are you ready for the next question? Because I think this is for
Let's go.
y'all too. I'm glad you
I
came.
hear this.
Okay.
Welcome. So this question is from Ali. What do men actually see in women that they court?
I mean, we're
What do
visual for
us
one
men
thing.
see in women that they
Court.
Yeah,
court?
we caught him.
Like when you're courting a
Okay.
woman,
Uh huh.
or whatever you. I
You
don't
want to go
know.
first? Or you want me to go
We gonna
first?
we look we community friendly here.
Okay.
So
You
when
want to
you
go
are
first? Or you want me
courting
to go
your
first?
person a potential partner, what is it that you see, or what is it that you're looking for?
You want to go first? Or
Um,
me go first?
man, that's a really broad question. Bosco, you go first. I'm gonna wait a second.
All right. With me, before I even think about going after someone, especially if I know them, that time that I know them, I'm checking everything out about them. How we talk, like just say it's somebody at work, and I'm like, I said, okay, she fly. First thing I'm looking at, okay, she fly, she cute. Now this is before I even say anything about her. I want to see how we get along. Period. At work, how we vibing at work. If we're joking, if we, whatever. And I'm also looking to see, okay, let me find out what she does outside. Like, yo, what you be doing out of here? You be working on time. I throw the little questions out there. I'm trying to find out about her, but I'm trying to find out, like, yo, you work hard as hell. You don't do nothing outside. So I want to hear what her hobbies and shit are. Then I want to find out if she smoke, if she drink, if she got any crazy habits. I'm trying to find all this stuff out before I even step to her. So when I like, okay, she don't smoke, she drink a little bit, you know, she might be a homebody. Da da da. We get along at work. If my homie know her, I'm like, yo, what you know about blah 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 blah. And if he's like, yo, she ain't got no man, she cool, I'm knowing her, da 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 da, she did da 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 da. And I might use him. He might be my wingman. Like, yo, you might need to like put something in her ear. Don't tell her I'm digging her, but you know, work something out. So once I'm good with her, I'm like, yo, you'll let me take you out to dinner. That's what I tell them. That's how I do it.
Okay, so what if it's not someone that you're? I'm sorry, Rich. I
Mm-hmm.
have to
Oh
play
no,
devil
I'm happy
advocate.
you went first.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going at all because I don't court women. So I just have a
I ain't
question.
gonna hurt. Yeah.
So what if it's a woman, or well, in your case, a woman, because we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about you.
Mm-hmm.
So what if it's a person who you're not in close quarters with, right? And you don't have the luxury of asking those questions to someone no one knows. You just happen to, meet her. Let's just say you out. Let's just say Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Bleh.
Okay.
Okay. So you're at Walmart. You see an attractive woman. You
Mm-hmm.
you like you approach her. Y'all exchange
Oh, okay.
numbers, and then y'all have a couple of conversations, certain things like that. What is it that you're looking for when you're courting her?
Some of the same things.
Um,
Like some of the same
I
things.
feel that I've always been a very successful judge of character from rip in terms of like
Mm-hmm.
what kind of like I'm not gonna say I'm picky. I'm just gonna say that I have a propensity for almost like I like being right about things that I think I'm right about.
Right.
So if I see certain things, like I'll tell you right off the rip, there's absolutely nothing wrong with women wanting to get healthy attention.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel that a woman is getting the wrong kind of attention off the jump, I don't care if physically she's a 10 piece. I am walking to the left.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, one of my things is the natural kind of stuff. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see if I'm able to speak to a person because at this juncture of my life, I'm more concerned about what's in here than
Mm-hmm.
anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to answer your question, I got to be with somebody that I literally do not get tired of talking to. That is important.
Yeah. With me, the way, like, if I see somebody just out and about. Usually if it's somebody I don't know and I just see it out and about, I'm not gonna say anything, even if I like, she fly. Now, if I happen to like, if I happen to see somebody and we have an interaction, let's say we're at the store, and I'm like, man, she fly. She looks, she looks, Now, say she's in the same aisle I'm in. We're looking, trying to buy some spaghetti or some shit, and I might say something like, "If you wasn't married, I'll cook you dinner," just to see if she's married or whatever. And she'd be like, "Well, I'm not married." Well, I know I'm pretty sure you got a boyfriend. I'm old school. I gotta figure because I ain't got no game. So I do shit like that. And if she's like, "Nah, I don't have nobody," I'm like, "Can I cook you dinner one night?" And if she bites, I'm like, "Bam,
You,
okay."
you, you know something?
I'm corny,
And
that's how I do it.
you might agree with me, you might not.
Yeah.
But I feel like we live in the era where
Mhm.
I understand you're old school, and in some
Yeah.
regards, I'm old school too.
Yeah.
But I feel that women sometimes get weirded out if you just try to talk because something that's been eliminated
Mhm.
due to social media and all the dating apps and things of that nature,
Mhm.
it's almost like, you know, we're talking to each other on some fake pretense because nobody
Yeah.
even knows how to get past the little things of
Nope.
like having a regular conversation because just like we don't read anymore, we
Mhm.
don't talk anymore either.
Mhm. The
And I
conversation,
might be
all
off
the
base
conversations,
maybe
like, yeah.
because I'll be honest with you, Idris. I'm
Mhm.
43 years old and I have never, ever found anything on a dating website that was redeemable. I'm not saying that it don't work
Nope.
for others.
Me
It's
neither.
just something that I've never dealt with. I had
Mm-mm.
anything good that has ever happened to me has literally been when I had my head up my ass.
Right.
I'm not even playing, bro.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, I mean
I
that
feel like an
sincerely.
outsider because y'all
I
are really
mean
having a
that,
bad moment.
Coco. I mean that sincerely. Anything that
I can
good that has
tell.
ever happened to me has happened to me when I was minding my damn business.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Never,
That's what I'm
never,
saying.
never did anything happen too great when I tried too hard. And to be honest with you, I've never been the type to try too hard.
My niece, we went to Ben and Jerry's about 3 weeks ago. I got off work and I met her and one of our friends uptown
Mm-hmm.
at Ben and Jerry's, and we was coming out, and it was his sister. She, oh man, her hair was cut like real short.
Y'all got to
She
meet
was,
him at Roy Rogers.
we got, yeah. I mean, she was dark. She was pretty, pretty, and she was sitting at the table by herself. And we walked by. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "Hey," and I told her, I said, "Man, I should have talked to her." She said, if you want to talk to her, I'd have hooked you up right then. Now we halfway up the street. I said, "Damn, what you have told me?" She said, "You should have told me." See, I'm a wingman type of guy. I'm like, "Yo, what you know, man?" Because I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, man, yo, hey, yo, bitch, let me take you." I ain't gonna do shit like that. I can't
Well, I
do it.
hope you
I
don't
gotta
say
be
that. Like
no, hell no, I don't say that. I ain't trying to get my teeth knocked out or my glasses broken. Hell no.
that was
But
not a good
nah,
example.
no, but I used the corny shit. Like if you wasn't married, I'd take you out to
But
dinner.
one thing I've always found to be true is like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes dudes don't catch like the initial 2 or 3 rejections from the polite standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then you got this is the thing, and I said this to you on a previous show, Idris.
Mm-hmm.
The simp of 2024 has messed it up for all good communications. Because
Yes.
sometimes you get a simp, and listen, I'm not a superficial guy, but sometimes you get a simp that will put a chick that maybe aesthetically is a 5, put them on like that 10 scale.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got these chicks walking around like this shit don't stink.
Yep.
They got like a flat booty or no boobies or something just ain't.
Excuse you. Don't
But
don't
they
do
put
us
themselves
petty, petty.
aesthetically. And listen, I'm all for people feeling good about themselves and confident. And beauty is to the eye of the beholder at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day.
Don't
You
But
know what I
do
call
something
them?
that I legitimately can't
Mm-hmm.
stand is when you get simps that push these chicks up on some kind of weird mountain. When at the end of the day, I'm just like, nah, bro. Like it's not all that. And
But you
the
know what I
simp
call
of
them?
2024 has ruined it to a
They are
real dude
called.
for somebody like you say.
They
Well,
are
with that
called.
being
They are
said, can
called.
I sneak in a question from our
Absolutely.
chat?
But let me
Um,
respond. Let me respond to what you just said too. You know what I call them? Dirty mackers. Because you know what they're doing? They're taking that woman, and it's nothing. If a person's a 3, that's cool. because she might have them qualities that make her a 10. But
But
the
I
simp,
tell people stuff like that. Like, if you have a great personality,
yeah. But see
it brings a lot of more beauty
but
out.
see what the simp does. The simp gonna make her. He gonna say everything in the world to make her feel more than what she is.
Thank
You know
you.
why?
Thank you.
So he can get that group to be like, yeah, that's how a man should be. Like it's one guy. He's on it's
Don't go too
Instagram.
far. Don't go too far off. Because I need to
I'm
get
not. No, let me
That's why
tell
I
you.
was trying to get it in while y'all was talking about it.
There's a guy on Instagram. This guy is more gay than Liberace. Straight up. This nigga straight gay. Straight gay. He says he's gay. See, he ain't been with a man in like 15 years. But he's sitting there bashing men. I'm like, wait a minute. You said that you went to a man because the women treated you like shit. But here you are simping, telling women that the men supposed to do all this shit. Sit your ass down. Get your rainbow ass and sit down somewhere. Don't want to hear that shit. You said you left women alone because women treated you bad. That's why you date only men. But you bashing men. You dirty Mac with your punk ass. Yeah, Coco.
Yeah, because we got a lot more to go.
I know. I just wanted to say that.
And I was trying to get this one in there. So we have some questions from our live chat.
Who? Al
Well,
who?
first, let me say shout out to Kira.
You said Al Lapcheck. Is that what you said?
The live chat.
Oh, I thought you said Al Lapcheck. I'm like, who the hell is
No,
that?
from our live
Okay.
chat, the comments. So
Okay.
shout out to Q. I
What up,
definitely
Q?
appreciate her. She said
Oh,
she's
yeah.
just stopping by to say hey. She can't stay, so she'll watch it later. She's always on the replay game.
What
She
up,
said, I
Q?
hope y'all have a great show tonight, though. Thank you so much. Um, Mama Eunice said communication is key. And then she also asked, I was trying to while y'all were on before, Bosco.
Yeah, I gotta break
She
it down.
also asked, what if she's really fly on the outside but ugly on the inside? What do you do?
There's nothing redeemable. If I was
Exactly.
younger and I was like the asshole that I used to be,
Oh
then
yeah.
I might subject myself to that for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at a point in my life now where if your
Yeah.
personality is terrible, it doesn't matter what you look like.
Right.
Well, the NBC, us NBCs have a problem. So clearly in the live chat, I'm with them. Little booties and flat booties matter. So we gonna need y'all to lighten up off of that.
What did I just say about the what I just sat there and
But
told you
no
that?
booty committee has spoken.
No, hold up. Wait a minute.
That's
Time out. Now,
NBC.
did I just say right before Richard came on the show? I said, look, never mind. I just said that. See, Richie, that's what I be saying. I said, see, when men say shit, they be like, I want to hear that shit. But
We
they'll turn
heard,
around
we
and say,
Telling you.
heard. You
they'll
know we
turn
got
around and say
selective
this
hearing.
thing.
We heard what we
Hold on. See,
heard.
let me put her on
So
mute.
The one
They'll
thing that
turn
I
around.
stand by is
Hold
the
on, Richie.
simp of
They'll turn around
24
and say
has
this.
made things
Richie, they'll say
intolerable.
they'll say the same thing that we just said.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic
Oh
check.
damn.
Logo.
Oh, you gotta go,
Tell me
Richie.
your
You gotta
birthday.
go, Rich. Bye, Rich.
Logo.
Go back behind the boards.
Oh my god.
Go back behind
Lord.
the boards. He thought he in the tunnel and shit.
Nah, we not even doing. Every time it's his birthday, you'll show up and want to be appearing and stuff. Get that together first.
He like,
Next
what?
question. So
Mic
this
check,
one
Happy
might
check,
be a
check.
birthday,
little.
Richard, by the way. Happy birthday.
So this might be a little. It might be a little sensitive. Y'all gonna go off and all of that good stuff, but it's all right. It's all about perspective.
Uh-huh.
So this was from Claire. Claire Redding.
Clear
Who
red,
gets the
red.
children after a breakup?
I've always felt the one that can provide more. But I think that other parents should still have just as much access as they had when they were together. Because I don't.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with more times than not, and I'm not just going to base it. I think if the kids are younger at that very developmental age, a scenario like that, I believe that 90% of the time they got to be with their moms because there's certain nurturing things that no matter how great we are as men, we cannot provide.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you always have those variables, like if there's issues that go past that.
Mm-hmm.
Like personal things or things that are maybe preventing somebody from being the best version. There's always variables, but the
Right.
truth is, I mean, I miss my dad every day. Dad been gone almost 7 years. But if I was at that how would you say, that age of like where you still got to nurture, so to speak, and it's different, men, women, boys, girls. Kids got to be with their moms unless if there's extenuating circumstances that make it different. And in my case, I had a mother who co-parented very well with my dad, and I had step parents, mainly my stepdad and my father, who respected each other and treated each other like men the right way. And it gave me a good example of how to be on that level of maturity. So I would say I'm very thankful, and I don't think it's the norm, because you get a lot of people that get their egos involved, and it's not about the kids. But I must admit that in my personal experience, I lucked out in terms of having men that laid it down the right way to be when things don't necessarily work out.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, shouts out Eddie, my stepdad, phenomenal man. And Pop, I miss you every day, man. 7 years coming up. God bless you. That's all I got. But much props to both of those men. They helped mold me into who I am today, and I'm still learning. But two great men.
I can agree with that.
From YouTube said him.
Him who?
That's what his comment was me. Well, not me per se, but him. Shout out to YouTube. Miss Eunice in the live chat said that's Mama Eunice. Children stay with the mama, but daddy always there to catch mama when she falls. Proper co-parenting is the most important. And then she said, thanks, Rich, Eddie, Irene, L.
Yeah, my stepmother Irene as well. Yeah,
it's the way she
it's
said
not easy being a step parent because
True.
There's a lot of things that you have to be a little extra layer of patience on. Because I say to myself, like my stepdad Eddie, for instance, like certain things that he needed. Because I mean, I grew up with 3 women in the household: my grandmother, who I shared a room with until I was like 10 years old, my mother, and my aunt Seda. So needless to say, if I knew how to run game my way, I was kind of like the little prince of the house, so to speak. And I got away with a lot of shit. So, insert Eddie, insert my dad, or even my Aunt Debbie, who was a gay woman. They put the smack down on my ass because I needed that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to run game. Because, at that age, you could get away with a lot of stuff.
Pretty much.
Especially when it's a household full of women. But let me say this. I was young enough to know when they were all on their monthly together, and you did not want that smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the next question, guys, it's going to be definitely sensitive, and I'm going to duck. Because every time this question comes up, you guys go off. It gets a little heated, but it's okay because today we're welcoming it because you guys have. Okay? Ready?
Yep.
Set. Thank you, Wilfredo Rodriguez, for getting ready to stir the pot. This is your question. Why do y'all want child support after a breakup?
Oh, I can answer that one easy. No, not us. I guess he's talking about the women. I want to know why.
Listen, can I put a disclaimer out there? Because I'm gonna just say this. In all honesty, I can't answer that question. I had 3 children by the same person. I never took him down. Reason why I felt like, why should somebody tell this person they had children? Did he help me? Honesty, transparency. Y'all know I'm a keep it a buck. No, I didn't go. I wasn't vindictive. I wasn't doing none of that. I never was like, you can't see them. You can't do this. You can't do that. That door was always open. So I don't know how to answer that, but I do understand why some women do. Because in all actuality, in my situation, I wish I would have gotten it. If I think back, I probably should have. Things could have probably been a little bit easier or whatever. Because at the end of the day, especially if there's a parent that's absent, I mean, that don't want to do nothing. Yes, you should, because you participated in making that child. So that responsibility, and it's always, because they want to do this and they want to do that. Think about it. When a woman is raising her child, and I'm speaking from a single mother that did it for years with 3, when it comes to food, rent, food, clothing, schooling, activities, anything that child need when they get sick, medicine, that's a lot. And for that little whatever, some guys be mad when they got paid $20. That $20 ain't going to do nothing. That ain't even going to keep them hydrated for real.
I you know what? I agree with that. If you got a parent, an absent parent, Yeah, get that child support from his ass.
I have a
My
great
issue.
friend. I'm
Okay,
sorry, Idris. You first. My apologies. You
my
first.
issue is this: like, I got locked up for non support, not because I wasn't giving her money. It's because I didn't know the law where I had to take the money uptown. The money I was giving her, I was doing everything. I was buying clothes, I was buying groceries, I was doing everything I was doing as if I lived in the house. She went up to the county and took child support out on me. I'm paying all this money that wasn't even going to this child. Knock, knock, knock. You got an arrest warrant for non-support. I'm saying I'm taking care. When I got up there, they locked me in for 30 days. When I went to the child support. The lady said you have to pay it through the state. Now, mind you, when I paid it through the state, she got less money than what she was getting to when I was giving her. They was giving her $200 a month. I was giving her $370 plus taking care of stuff that need to be taken care of. That's my issue. Just because we broke up doesn't mean you have to go up to the state and say, okay, take child support. If I'm taking care of business, like my daughter's mother, I will always give her cash money right out the gate. She never took child support on me. I gave her cash money. And also I agreed if my daughter went on school trips, I pay for school trips. Anything that had to be taken care outside of the home, clothing, school trips, whatever, I took care of. Only thing she had to do was feed her. That was it. That's the agreement we had. My daughter never went without. But my other daughter's mother went up there and took, you're going to pay me child support because we broke up. The funny thing is, my son and daughter wasn't getting none of it. None of it. They
That's
would
a
go to
shitty
school looking
situation
bummy.
because I have seen women.
Yeah.
It's
That's
almost
my
like a
issue with
form.
it.
Yeah, because it should be. The
You
law
handle your business.
should hit on both ends. If you're taking advantage of a situation, a good man
Mm-hmm.
that wants to do right, but you're exploiting that. I have a friend in New York. No reason to name drop him. All I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say is he's a relatively new dad, like meaning 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He has a stepdaughter for about 6-7 years, and they're in the kind of situation where it almost hurts them more having the guy on papers from the previous baby daddy, because of the fact that it's more of a nuisance than it could ever be worth, because in the words of my great friend, I could wipe my ass with what he sends us.
Mm-hmm.
And
But you know the thing about it?
sometimes it
Think about
becomes
Richie.
more of a nuisance, because if you're smart enough to sometimes extract a cancerous individual who might be a baby daddy, even if you have to buckle the bootstraps a little tighter, so to speak, it ends
Mm-hmm.
up being a healthier situation, because you get certain losers that feel like they have rights to a kid that they didn't do shit for. So there's a whole nother layer to that.
You
But
know what,
I'm
Richie?
sorry that happened to you, Idris. I
I
never
was
was
you
aware
know
of
what
that.
thing about it? When I met her, she had a daughter already by this other knucklehead who wasn't taking care of her. I was taking care of the daughter too.
Because
But
that's
when
the
we
kind of
broke
man
up,
you were raised to be,
when
bro.
we broke up, she
It ain't
took
the
freaking
kid's fault.
charges.
It's
I
never
did
the kid's
freaking
fault.
30 days one time, and I almost did 60 the second time. The only reason I do the 60 the second time, I kept my receipts. And I showed the judge, like, yo, I've been paying her this money. And they didn't, because they were get my ass, they came in, they arrested me, had me overnight. I had my receipts with me. I said, look, can I get my receipts? They said, get them. I put them in my pocket. Next morning with the court, I said, look, Your Honor, here's my receipts for money orders. And they let me go. I was about to get 60 days because she said she felt she wouldn't get enough money. They cut her child support because she took child. I was giving the chick $370, $370 and taking care of business. They started giving her $275. They let this bitch take child support on me again. And them the ones
Jesus.
that gave her the $275 in the first place.
Hey guys, I know.
Sorry for getting hyper, but it pisses me off, yo. I lost my job and shit. They said 275, and she's still allowed to go up there and take child support on my ass again, get my ass locked up, and I lost my job. Fuck that shit. If a man taking care of his business, that's why I got an issue with child support. And I'm about to get real animated. So y'all please forgive me. These bitches out here do it so they can take care of their little pimp life. Because she wasn't taking care of kids. I know mad niggas around the corner who paying child support and their kids not getting shit.
Nas explained this on Second
Jack
Childhood.
shit.
Nas
Now they are
explained
some
this shit on
sorry ass
Second Childhood.
dudes out there, and they deserve what they get.
Hello,
But
guys.
dudes that's really taking care of that business, that's
Can I say
bullshit, man.
something while you breathe a little bit? Huh? Well,
Who said?
Fredo, thank you for getting this stir in the pot. So there was something. I know it's Ham Radio's birthday. Where
Got
she
my
said the system
got
is
my
not
blood pressure like wow.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready for my DMs to go off from all the women that's
Woo.
gonna be like they hate me. Well, what I'm about to say. So
Yo, that shit got me
Tennessee
hyped.
said the system is not built for men. What I will say,
Yo,
in my experience,
hold on, Tom. You know how far back child support I was, yo. I was back $17,000. I
okay,
paid I paid all
roll
that
it
shit
over.
off, yo.
Relax,
She
relax,
got me hyped, man.
relax.
$17,000.
Listen to me.
That
Hold
shit
on.
got me.
Listen.
My bad.
I
Let me put
got you. I
myself on
got
mute.
you. Hold
I'll
on.
put myself on mute because
Hold on. Y'all always can get him stricken with that damn child support. I swear. Okay, so listen. So Han TV said the system is not built for men. So what I want to say from a woman's standpoint, and I know a lot of women are not going to say what I'm about to say. From what I've experienced in the last couple of years doing the work that I do, which is also helping people, mainly men, I will say, especially here, Baltimore, Maryland, it is not for men. I see a lot of men who come in for help and they're struggling with kids that they have been in their custody and the mom may not be nowhere to be found, or she done dropped them kids off, and he literally has nowhere to go. And when he goes to try to get benefits or a little bit of help to get on his feet, you got to prove so much. It's like you got pulling teeth. And as the person who's coordinating this and going through this and trying to find resources, that no, it not only hurts the man, but it hurts them kids because it's like, well, wait a mother. Half the time they don't even know. But when you go and we trying to file and put in documentation, these women are getting money and food stamp,
Coco,
everything for these kids that they don't even
Coco,
have in their possession. So you got this man struggling, sometimes missing work or can't get a job or can't get a
Coco.
car because his license suspended. Because then you collecting child support, you collecting all of this stuff. Those are the women I feel like abuse the system. If you're one of those
Coco.
women, no offense, but it's kind of messed up. And me, and it ain't even that
Coco.
it makes my job harder. I
Coco.
really sympathize.
You
Huh?
want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy? If I get my son on here, he'll tell you when I got custody of my kids, they would still send this bitch child support
No, I
for
got you.
4 years.
No, that's what I'm going at with it. So
Yeah.
as a person that sees the effect that not only that it has on the man, and they be wanting to
Mhm.
give up, but they still gotta be there for them babies.
Woo.
We go through it on one side, but definitely there's so many things for women. All you gotta do is go down there and you ain't even gotta prove nothing. But if
Yep.
they can walk in there with the kids, records,
Hmm.
everything, and they still will get denied,
Yep.
denied. So
Yep.
now we gotta fight a little harder, in which I don't have a problem with doing because I can see these kids with their dads in my office doing
Hmm.
all these things. So I think it's important. I do think that it is tough for men who
Hmm.
have custody, and then you have women who abuse the system. Some, not all of y'all,
No,
some
not all. Not all.
and that abuse the system or because you man he didn't choose you or whatever
Hmm.
happened in the thing you get bitter so it's like oh you do it but you're gonna reap the benefits of because it's a woman's state and it cater to women and it's oh that's the maternal mom and da 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 but it's like where's the help for the men so
Bigger.
I would like to see things change as far as like if these men have custody that's raising these kids and they struggling, just need a little bit of help. A lot of them ain't asking for much. It could be just food has them up. But it sucks that they be having these kids for years.
Yo,
Still
when they locked me up, you
looking
know
for
what? I had to let my kids had to stay home by themselves
no,
because I
that's
had
what I'm
nobody to
saying.
watch them.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They be
Yeah.
still on child support.
Yep. I was paying
And
375 for I don't know
but
how
no,
many
come
years.
on,
Hold on,
baby.
hold on, hold
Get
on.
to the point.
375 and still had to pay $17,000 back pay.
Can I finish? Go on me. Go on
My
me.
bad, man.
Go
I
on
should
me.
give yo, but that should give me.
I know, but I'm trying
Ooh,
to make a point.
you
Go on
good.
me.
I'm going. Hey, I'm going on mute so I could
Because
bitch
you
by
pointing it.
myself.
You pointing. So I think what I'm saying is it's difficult when you're on the outside looking in. And then when you get the no, and it's like you're like, oh, we can get you this, da, da, da,
I
da.
can't look at Idris right now.
And,
He's messing me up, man.
and then it's like they get the no, and you see these men. defeated, and all they want to do is be good fathers and providers. But it's so much, even down to getting them in school, just getting basic resources. So I can see where Hand TV said the system is not for men. And what I do see is there's a lot of men that's coming in that's seeking help and can't get it, but they're getting treated like shit when they go to these entities that's supposed to help children and they can't do it. So
My bad, y'all.
see, this is why I don't have y'all
My
back.
bad.
Because y'all
My
don't even let
bad.
me have y'all back when
My
it comes
bad.
to certain
Oh
stuff.
no! Shouts out to the women that take care of the business. I mean, this is not all. When I say this about women like that, it definitely is not all women, and it's definitely not most of them.
No, I was talking about the
Yeah.
system and the
No, I'm
stuff.
not saying, but the women that
So,
do what they did, it's definitely not most of them. Because there's a lot of women out there that do that shit on their own, and they deserve more than just child support. They deserve a freaking medal.
no, I mean, I'm not even
Yeah,
saying that, but when I'm talking about when Ham TV said the system, I think the
yeah.
biggest
It's not.
issue is, from my
It's not.
perspective, what I see is
Yeah.
the system. Because there are a lot of men, and I know a lot of good ass fathers who raise their children without the
Mhm.
mothers, or the mothers doing some shit, but they getting the benefits and they don't have the responsibility of being a mother, and they still make it harder for the men. So when the men go to the resources that's supposed
Mhm.
to be there for the children, whoever the custodial parent is for the child, they will go in there with paperwork that's saying that they got custody, and they still get denied, or
Mhm.
they got to go through a whole bunch of stuff because the other parent is
Mhm.
getting all of these benefits. So
Mhm.
now we got to go through all of this stuff. Like, I be going back and forth with people every day
Yeah.
just to get some people help, and it's crazy because a lot of times in our profession we really sympathize with these men because all they want to do, the look of defeat for somebody
Mhm.
that want to do the right thing is a
Mhm.
tough thing to witness, and it's a tough thing to be like to break bad news or to be like, okay, but we're gonna still try, you know what I mean? Because I can't let you give up, but
Mhm.
it's a hurdle just to get a little bit of help. And I
It's a product of a flawed system.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of those laws and certain things need to change. And I think sometimes it's like if you're gonna put them through this, put the same person. Let them prove that they still got them. Don't just assume that this
Mhm.
person is lying or whatever. And then when we call, you want to get smart with me. I ain't the one. You know what I mean? But at the
Yeah.
end of
She
the
was
day,
living in
I'm not
Florida, and I was living up
gonna
here.
get you your stuff. But I think we don't give. I think we shine light on the negative ones who don't do the right thing, and we
Mhm.
don't applaud or show love to the ones who do the right thing. So, in honor of Father's Day, what I will say, there are a lot of good fathers, great fathers, who don't get enough recognition because the bullshit ones get all the shine. So
See
I'm
why
not
we
going
got
to
see why
highlight.
we got black men's. I mean, see we got why we got men's mental health month. This is why we need it.
And you don't even let me do it. So now I'm going back on me. Well, you ready for the next question?
All right.
I just want you to know I was listening, and I
If
have
I
been
knew who
accused of
Wilfredo was,
interrupting
I would
people
whoop
on my
his ass
show.
for asking
So
that
I have
question.
tried to be reserved tonight. And I
Well,
hope I gave you adequate answers in a timely fashion, Coco. And if I haven't,
Wilfredo, I blame this
you are
shit on
allowed
you,
to kick
man.
me off your show. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. I'm trying to. There we go. There we go.
That shit get me hyped, yo.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. We better move on.
Yeah, I'm
Stop,
afraid now.
Thank you,
stop, stop breaking this shit.
Wilfredo Rodriguez.
Punk ass.
Okay. And he got another question. So let me just go. Let me just get
Man.
Wilfredo out the way. His second question was, "What's wrong with the man continuing to take care of the kid after the breakup?" Y'all go.
Wait, say that again?
What's wrong with the man continuing to take care of the kid after the breakup? So I'm assuming it all ties into one. Um, as
Oh,
a
okay. I got it. I got it. I got what you're saying.
I think as a woman, if it's your child and you break
Mhm.
up with somebody, I think in some, not all. In some,
Mhm.
if the child is not at home or that person has not harmed the child, I do
Mhm.
think the person should still be able to take care of the child, right?
Mhm.
But you have let's just be realistic.
Mhm.
Feelings and heartbreak, and everybody reacts
Mhm.
to emotional and breakups differently. And unfortunately, we have
Mhm.
children that become pawns because we know that's the one thing that can hurt you. And some
Mhm.
people know, especially if you are one of them people that love your kid.
Mhm.
I mean, some men do it too. It's not just
Oh yeah.
women.
Oh yeah.
saying. I spoke
Oh
on
yeah.
that stuff, but I see both sides of it.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, on the work that I do, and it's
There's sorry
unfortunate
ass dudes out there.
how these children are caught in the middle of two grown
Hmm.
people because they couldn't work it out. So now
Hmm.
the children suffering, and y'all thinking y'all hurting the next one. But at the end of the
You hurting the
day,
kid.
questions like this is still self-serving because
Hmm.
it's at the end of we're not realizing. I get the anger, I get the
Hmm.
discretion, but where the questions about how does this affect the child? Because what I see
Hmm.
is how it affects the child. The child just is like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I
So
hate
by
about
you
that?
bickering and going back and forth, we
Hmm.
forget that the children are the ones who really suffering. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, they get caught up in the middle of the
Hmm.
breakup because shit didn't work, or this
Yeah.
one cheated, or something didn't work, and this one bitter, this one mad, or God forbid if
Yeah.
it's like a domestical
You know what I hate about it,
type of
Coco?
situation.
I hate when the two parents they break up. The kids right there, and they're steady cursing each other out. And I don't mean just yelling like little vulgar language in front of the kid. He might be calling her every bitch hole whatever in the book, and she might be calling him every name in the book. And then the kid's right there. And I also um hate today's era with it because and this goes to both sides. And I'm gonna talk about the men. Okay, she wronged you with the kid, but there's no reason for you to pick up your phone and show that shit on social media, and you steady acting a fool. Say, you see how this bitch treating me with my kids? Da 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 da. You ain't no better, homie, because you recording it. And you got the kid right there, and you cussing her out. So you just freaking leveled the playing field of stupidness. That's what pisses me off.
But
If
when
you
did
got
we get in this era where everything had to be recorded? I mean, some things I understand, but
yeah,
some things should be left
just alone.
private
Yeah,
because at the end of
private.
the day, your kid once it's on the internet, it's there forever. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
people don't realize the child is going to grow up and see this. You don't
Hmm.
know who else is going to know your kid, know you, and people wonder why kids get bullied, people get
Yeah,
made fun of.
your
So
dad was a punk.
this is an era where
Yeah.
nothing is personal or handled the right way no more. Everything is
Hmm.
not belongs on social media.
Yeah. 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 That's yeah. That I'm speaking on
Yeah,
behalf of the dudes. Them dudes are the knuckleheads. Put your phone away, man.
yeah. And at the end of the day, if it gets to that selfish, contentious point where it's not about the kid, you gotta be a man or a woman, either way, and you got to see what it is because they are the ultimate losers when things go awry. If that kind of behavior is getting normalized, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I didn't see mistakes or that I haven't made them myself, but I'll be damned if I'm not gonna take it serious if I wild out or if I seen it happen when I was a youngin'. Because listen, I love my mother, I love my father. They were best friends, but they had no business being married. It happens. It happens. But you know something? It's if you learn and if you're gonna move forward with it, or if you're gonna keep making the same old mistakes. So we already know that's the definition of insanity. Da da da. But no, to your point, Bosco, like the kids don't deserve that because no kid ever asked to be witness to that kind of shit.
Right.
Mhm.
And all of us as adults have to take the initiative, no matter what we feel like, to make it a point to shade them from as much of that as possible. None of us are perfect, but we gotta make that a point because
Yeah.
it could really mess them up, man.
Yep.
Straight up, it could
Yep.
really mess them up.
I'm glad my son and my daughters they saw through the bullshit, you know. And when they got older, they told me like, yo, we knew what was up, you know. Yeah, but let me take nah, I'm just joking.
Yo, you had me there.
Raymond.
No,
Oh my God.
I'm joking.
Okay, I
I'm
got one
joking. I'm
more
joking.
question, and then we can be done. We can be done. We can be done.
I'm
Ready
joking.
for the
I'm
last
joking.
one?
Yeah. It better
Okay.
not be from Fredo no more, because I'm about to whoop his
No.
ass. See
Wait.
that's why you don't trust black dudes with Mexican names. That's why I say I don't
Like that
trust
dude that
black
was gonna
dudes
play
with
Tupac
Mexican
in that
names.
movie that got
I don't trust
scrapped.
them. Huh?
That dude that was supposed to play Tupac in that movie that got scrapped. That he was chilling with the Navajo tribe.
Exactly.
I was like, man, they got to stop doing my man Pac dirty. Let him
You don't
rest
black dudes
or
with
let him hide
Mexican
or
names.
however it turned out. But my God, such an iconic figure, and you keep putting out these shitty ass movies. I was like, Tupac was too incredible for that, man.
Exactly.
He got multiple roots too. That's it. Baltimore correctly, Chanel.
Baltimore.
Run that back.
Baltimore.
They used to.
Oh, that ain't. I can't. If I even said that,
that's
well, just say Baltimore. You can say the syllables.
I'm like Scarface. Baltimore.
That's how you know when it's an authentic Baltimorean. Because we don't say Baltimore. We like
is that like LeBronian? Now go ahead. What's the last question?
So it's a two. One, two. Wait a minute. 1, 2. It's a 3-part question. It's 3 questions from Autumn. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to say this first one right, so correct me if I'm wrong.
I used to date Autumn. I used to date her.
Oh Lord,
for real? The same Autumn?
She not on crack.
Yeah. I used to date her. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No shade. No offense, Autumn. She not on crack.
Huh? She don't put it in the chat. I don't know what you just said. I don't know pantomime. How you play that shit in the garden?
Anyway, the last question is from Autumn. No shade.
Autumn's cool, man.
Okay. Don't take offense to that, Autumn. I had to ask because you know you put stuff out there. I had to ask. So she asked, would you I think I'm saying this right. This is how I received it. Would you cast date a person earning less than them? Why or not? Why not?
Would you what?
What I received was, would you cast date a person earning less than them? Why or why not?
Will you
cast? Next question? Yeah, until we figure that out.
It depends on what people bring to the table, because a lot of times people bring stuff that doesn't necessarily have to do with an income, because running a house is a job within itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody that thinks that that's not a job, then that's a part of the developmental stuff. 7 to 10 big years for developmental for children. So I'm just saying in general, you look at the way this country used to be when women, so to speak, played the back but played the strongest role, which was being the backbone of the home. That's something that gets big time overlooked, and it shouldn't, because that is a job unto itself, and more times than not tougher than any job that has to do with going 60 hours a week. Just my opinion, but it's a humble and honest one.
Because it's never ending.
I'm texting her. Go to the next question now.
It's I think back on what she said, I think that's true, because it's like a never ending position. I think that's anyone.
Okay, she said she's asking us, would any of us date someone?
I have.
Yeah, that's what she's asking. Okay.
I have, but I'm gonna tell you what I got from that person. That was probably the worst relationship I was in. Let me explain. It wasn't on me, because I didn't harp on that. My thing was, if you have goals and ambition, we gonna accomplish something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what came in the argument, or he would always pick an argument and be like, "Oh, because you live here, or because you think you got this, what?" And then they went to the, women always want men with money. I'm like, nigga, you ain't got that. No, what you mean?
Did we put that in the first hour of the show?
Yep. But it wasn't even no shade, but it was like you coming at me with everything that's not me. But it was like, if you were worried about that, why are you here? You get what I'm saying? If I'm not tripping it, my whole thing was, I see what you got going. I'm looking at you like, start your own business. Like, I help you. You know, Judith, I'm trying to help you do some other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm looking down on you or nothing like that. My thing is, if you're a genuine person, my thing is, I could make more, but you can fulfill me in other areas that not even just sexually, because I knew that's what I was going. But I mean,
actually, I did.
I knew what you meant off the rip, though. I already knew what you were getting at.
Like,
I mean, I've always dated people
as a person.
And you never know throughout that relationship. You might be one job away from knocking me out the ballpark. But what I find is, I'm lying. It was more than one time. But what I found is, sometimes when I make more, and some people, you're gonna uplift your partner, right? When they started making more, they started getting a little cocky.
Yep.
And then they started cheating.
Yep.
But I'm like, some bros wasn't even looking at you when you ain't, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like what I don't like with that is when a person thinks, oh, and then they start making more. You start getting cocky, like you was always there. And this person wasn't there for you, whatever. And you start going to people who looking at you for what they think you have. When look, we know, you know what I'm saying. So stop playing.
I mean, I've always dated people who made less than me, but it didn't. I gotta admit, the money never came. Not, the money was never because it's not like they always looked at me like, okay, he got money. It was never money was never a question. It was a question one time, and she was, you know, I put this, but she ain't doing too well now. But the other ones, money was never an issue. It wasn't. It was never a problem at all.
And on the other spectrum of it, just speaking for certain dudes, I'm not going to name drop, but I've seen dudes that I know well trick on chicks because they have money.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like the softest shit ever because it's
Yeah.
like you buying love, bro.
Yeah. Suckers, man.
You know, like you're literally buying love. Like, what is this bullshit?
Yeah, we talked about the top of the show. Yeah, you got them dudes.
From my experience, like what I've noticed, and this is no shade to nobody.
No shade.
The guys who were far as financially well off, they had a lot of women who wanted them because they were financially well off.
Absolutely.
They came in with the I'm the better catch because I got this.
And I'm not going to hate any woman for wanting stability.
Yeah, but once you get to meet them, so the thing is this, and I always say, and I've said it to Boscoe before, sometimes you can get people that materialistically, and they can have all of this financial wealth, right? Some of them are the most miserable people ever. Once
you took the words out of my mouth, Coco. Literally finished my sentence. What I was thinking. Absolutely.
Yeah, they just be really a pretty piece of shit. Then when you get to know them, it's like they treat you like trash, or they feel like their money can buy whatever they want, and you supposed to cater to them. And then but that's not always the case.
Right.
And so
because wealth is a weird word. What are we wealthy on? We're wealthy on love. We're wealthy on respect. We're wealthy on family lineage. We're wealthy on the way we feel things. Because I've been on every aspect of it. I've been in mansions and I've been in little places that I feel like a giant in. And sometimes in some of the poorest places that I've been in, some of the purest places I've been in, because I've seen people that know how to improvise, people that know how to make something stretch, people that value the little things, the things that these rich assholes take for granted. I've been in mansions where I'm like, did these motherfuckers clean the floors? Sorry for cursing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I get it. And you had some people outside of them having money, it's nothing else. Like conversation, like a lot
like a big emptiness, a big gaping emptiness, because we are a society of excess, and a lot of people are always looking for the next thing. They don't even know what the fuck they're chasing.
Exactly. Amen.
I think you.
Yep.
Did Coco mute herself? Or is she good?
Coco, say something. Hey, you on mute, Coco.
Coco, you on mute.
Oh, I had got a FaceTime. Say congratulations to my baby.
Oh, yo! Congratulations! I need one of them shirts.
How are you?
She get all scared. Don't look scared. Hey, we got your back.
Scared. What? What is going on? Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't be scared. All right. Okay, so the second part to the question, I'm gonna keep this going. I'm sorry. What is more important to you in a relationship?
It's got to be communication, man. Because we can't talk. We ain't got nothing.
The C and the L, communication and loyalty. Loyalty is a deep word. It's not just about avoiding infidelity. It's about where are you at when that person is going through it in life-changing scenarios. Being a stand-up person, no matter what the most recent argument or hardship was. Loyalty and communication are the key to anybody having an honest chance.
You.
Is it my turn?
Nah, man.
I think I'm gonna go with communication definitely. But what I'm also learning, like I said, in dating, what I'm understanding is even more important is an emotional connection and also a physical connection, not just sexually. Meaning, I think the desire I think it has to be felt on both sides. Like both sides have to feel wanted, needed, and all of those things. But
Yeah.
also an emotional connection. I think both people need to be emotionally aware and emotionally present. A lot of people are there, but they're not present.
They're
You
not.
know what I
They're
mean?
there, but
So
they're not there. Yeah.
yeah, so I need somebody to be
There.
intentional.
Yeah.
I should say
Gotta
that.
put my mom on blast real quick.
Uh oh.
I envy what her and my stepdad built in the sense of just that kind of relationship. It's amazing to see two people grow old together that are legitimately best friends. You don't see it all the time. But my mother and my stepdad got a really nice thing in that regard. And I must say, it's beautiful to watch.
Oh, when you say you're gonna put it on blast, I'm like, uh oh.
No, 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 no. Bro, I
I
don't
like,
got time for that,
like,
bro.
they
I don't
go to
have
the end
time
of the
for that.
show. The end of the
Now,
Richie
Mama
Hicks
Eunice
show.
is, we get on her later. I don't want to
Oh,
go there and not get fed no more. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. They go to the end of the Richie Hicks show.
because you know I didn't adapt this shit, but don't come from my mom. Okay,
No,
last
oh, no, I
question.
ain't say that.
We got to go. Last question because I know we over. We got to go. So I just want to get out the way because we can be done. Who's more important in a baby being born?
I don't think
Oh,
either one
the
is. I
person
think that,
carrying.
yeah, yeah, because you got to make sure it comes to term. I
But
Um,
mean,
remember, fellas, 18 minutes can get you 18 years.
got
Not
that right.
only that, and the baby being born, well, it takes two to tango. However, I know a lot of people says the weight, especially yes, carrying a baby is on the mom, but also again, emotional support and stress is a big thing. So I
Yeah.
also think it's on both because in some, depending on what that relationship is, when
Mhm.
there's turmoil, that's stress on the mom and the baby. And I think a lot of people understand that. So when you go into it, I think what we don't do is we like to participate in the act of making a baby, but we don't understand when the baby comes, what are we going to do? So I think
Right.
it's also important to be mindful when you lay down and you try to do anything. This is who you could possibly be your, your
Yeah.
person that you stuck with forever. But I think both people mutually play a part because depending on what happened or what that relationship is, that stress, that hurt, whatever that mom feels,
Yeah.
that baby feels.
Yep. True
So
that.
normally when you see it and we don't understand it, and I think it's one thing that even like in psych and understanding theories and when it comes to children and childbirth and stages, that stage of carrying is extremely important. And
Yeah.
there are studies, you can look them up, that shows
Well, I
when a
believe it.
woman has the support, and even if it's from the father to whoever,
Hmm.
when she's more calm, more loving, and she's loved on,
Yeah.
that child goes through less and come out to have more social,
Yeah.
socially aware and can prone to have less issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
That child that's been stressed because their mom has been carrying stress. So when you beefing and doing all of that, uh,
Hmm.
first of all, remember you laid down with this person, whether it's her or him.
Hmm.
So all of that extra stuff, again, I think, like I said earlier, we forget that in the midst of turmoil, the
Hmm.
child is the person, whether it's born or not,
Yep.
is who's affected the most.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. I agree.
Whew. All right.
But let me tell you what. No, I'm joking.
He said we got to wrap it up.
All right, y'all.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me. It
Oh
was a
yeah.
pleasure.
Oh, we're gonna give you props. Thank you for tuning in again. Casual Convo Show. Check us out every Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, X. We're everywhere. Just Google us. We're always there. Check me out. Right before the show from 6 to 8 p.m. on handrail.org. I'm mixing everything. Check me out from Monday to Wednesday, 12 to 2. I'm mixing it all too for the lunchtime. It's the experience. That's what I do. That's what I do. Buy your hand. I got a whole lot of stuff to say. Get your hand radio merch. Show your shirt. Show your shirt. Show them what you got, Coco. Show them that shirt. Get
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna
hand
copy
radio
one of those
merch.
out of support for you guys.
Gotta
Yes,
get it.
indeed. I'm gonna get one.
We got the shirts. You got the hoodies. You got the hats. Handradio.org/shop. In fact, right after the show, now you can open up another one. Just hit control and the letter N. It'll open another window up. See, I help you with some HTML. You can check out the stuff right now while you listen to me talk. Thank you for my homie Richie X Jr. for showing up. Thank you for Miss E. Thank you for Fallon. That's my sunshine. She know what she do. Thanks to Jay McDaniel, that punk ass J Bear with his Ravens. Thanks to Paul for showing up. LH, Q. Somebody showed up first.
JR.
JR first in the building. But let me tell you about that chick. Anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all later. For my host Coco, for Rich, the birthday boy behind the boards.
Happy
Me, my
birthday,
birthday is
Richard.
We
Sunday.
gotta wrap this up. We gotta celebrate.
I turned 60, but this is a Gemini week. It's the whole month. So if you're a Gemini this month, this is us. This is our month. And going forward too. Don't forget everybody else. We run this shit. We are out till next week, y'all. Peace
See
and
ya.
so we're gonna get paid.